Dan, it's gonna be a Moskov though.
And burn this
Wow,
wretched
okay.
world.
That's the late game insurance we're talking about.
Yeah. The long lane is gonna be a bit better for RRQ the late game, but I'm not sure what's left here on the EXP lane, knowing that it's already been banned. The Uranus and the Lapu Lapu. I don't think you'd go. Oh, Phobius. You know what? So far, not really rocking with it. Usually, you want to use Phobius to counteract against the assassins and all, but
Dashers too. And there's quite a few on RRQ, but like, to be fair, what, Arlet, you think?
it can work. But I'm worried about the amount of tankiness that RQ has currently.
Are ever shifting, but this
They have a lot of tankiness, bro.
Sovereign of the abyss.
Your
The slayer
Whoa.
of gods.
A safe option, I guess. For
Imagine they go to Valentina EXP here just to go for some kind of counter angle.
I don't know about that. I really
Probably
don't know
too
about that.
ambitious.
Looks like it.
But otherwise, they can't match the shifting skies, man.
What else is available? Oh, Alice is still available, but there's a bit of a charade here in Obsidia, and also that slows the pokes from Eve could definitely hinder the movement of Super Dan if he goes for the Alice. But other than that, I don't really see a clear pick here for RQ.
Yuzong is still there if you really want to double down, right?
I guess it's a good lane counter,
Oh,
but Phobius seems like the choice, as you predicted, Rashi. Gotta say, I prefer BTR by a lot.
I feel like Bigatron's win condition is a lot more straightforward. RRQ, they have a lot of what ifs, a lot of plan Bs though, but I don't know if their plan A is going to be strong enough to deal with Bigatron.
Well, there you go.
RRQ.
There you go. The 10 heroes that will be deployed. And you can see here the passion from the side of the bigger trooper is definitely to the roof.
Yeah, they're bracing for a victory against the King of Kicks. That's still quite miserable so far this season. Lineup rating and counter index prefers a BTR draft. And I agree with that personally. But we'll see if the King of Kings abide by statistics. Can they actually get their first victory in Season 17 and break the egg? Finally, after 4 weeks.
Yeah, this one goes the early game focus style of RRQ. Will it be enough? Will it be clean enough to avoid any turnarounds to get them a full control victory? Or will Bigatron, despite having a replacement in the mid lane, still be able to dominate?
Yeah, let's see here in our first game between RQ and Bigatron against Superkin going up against his former team. And let's see here what will be the result.
Did Rizal miss out on a single minion there? I believe so. So yeah, RQ, good job in the early game so far using the mid lane prio very successfully. And Supercan will try to just steal away the camps and the Lethal Wonder away from BTR.
Cheeky pathing right there. There was no need to go for any urgent gank, so they just use pressure, roam around, get the Supercan some space. Right, Embless by you though. Oh, we have some time here. Push it together for Riza. Has chances to go for more flicker plays. Obsidian with the tenacity though, so Eman definitely recognizes that there's going to be damage coming his way, especially from the Harley.
Yeah, just gotta watch out for the dives from RQ. Edoc does some solid damage, but Supercan.
Oh, Finn will go down here. That's gonna be first blood for RR.
Oh! Never mind.
My goodness.
Did he regen last second?
I don't think so. It's just changing forms. Eman.
It's a 1v1, Iman and Kuroki. Oh, Kuroki pops the regeneration there. And in the mid lane again, a lot of action early, but nothing on the board just yet.
Now BTR, they have the advantage here on the total, but back again, Riza cannot secure level 4 just yet. Meanwhile, Yaskel is already on that level 4. And Riza make it in time.
Glory spot Mary pops. That's gonna be Finn and as well as Edoc ticking very low. Finn, oh, taking a lot of heat there. Pops the flicker in time to dodge. The Super Dan has a flicker himself. Finds first blood and down goes Shogun as well. An ideal start for the Kings of Kings.
The pressure in the mid lane is paying dividends. The fact that Riza was super late and there was no poke damage at all. And no early RWM from BTR kind of kills their chances in the turtle pit.
It's almost like the RWM came in a bit too early, right? It wasn't in the direction of the of the turtle pit as well. Superdan actually did a great job there, taking away all of the attention, and afterwards allowing Supercan to just go for easy follow-ups. Whoa!
Finn now possibly goes halfway towards the back. That's, Edok isolated with the lead here. No flicker on him. That's going to be now picking up first kill. And yeah, first kill on the board here for Bigatron.
What was that from Edok, Rashi? MVP Pabulong.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Purify. The Purify. Oh, Finn now.
Well,
Romer is actually here. Overextending. What is going on?
I guess it's just trying to go for tempo, and you gotta be careful you don't overextend when you're trying to go for those moments. So far, so good for RRQ. Despite the usual sloppiness in the first turtles, they're able to use the Phobia's pick. They're able to get Supercan a farm advantage. Now the river dive.
On towards Iman. That's a great stun! Down goes Iman. And Supercan picks up that kill with the deadly magic. And RRQ, 4 minutes in, almost 2K goal lead. That's massive.
Yeah, it is to be expected, right? RRQ, very strong early game. It's a matter of the mid-game / late game execution.
But so far, even in the early game, they seem cleaner than usual. By all means, I wonder if Bigatron are the ones that are less confident in punishing because they do have Rizza. Again, synergy is such a big thing, and you change one person, you kind of change how the trio mid operates altogether, right? Now it's a waiting game. RRQ definitely playing their usual style, looking for small opportunities, but still having their eyes on the main prize, the neutral objective, with a 2K gold lead right now. All in the hands of Superdan.
Yeah, it's tough. Especially Supercan already having 2 kills, and a snowballing Harley is always a tough thing to deal with. Superdan just zoning everyone away, and she should be free for RRQ. There you go.
They're not going to contest. Top lane, though, they will try to find compensation in taking Kuroki down. Kuroki able to keep his distance, but here comes the reinforcements. Iman stunned up. The damage will come through, and Yeheskiel this time around will pick up that kill.
BTR was trying to find compensation on the other side of the court, but they get punished instead, so... Two bad things happening at the same time for BTR.
Man, Kuroki though, you gotta be careful, man. He's still as ballsy as ever, but right there, he kind of went back to take more shots at Nile and was forced to use his flicker. Fortunately, nothing will come out of that. And now there's an 80 seconds where Bigatron can play. Whoa!
Oh my god.
I was about to say, Bigatron can take a chill and look for opportunities, but with the Harley on their side, RRQ can go for moves like that without being punished.
Yeah, the Genius one just changes everything. Especially the backliners of BTR. Everyone is a target, even the frontliners. Nile, Shogun, Finn, even. It's not out of the question if they want to go for the Patrick. If opportunities are presented, first item priority. The Yeheskiel already finished the glowing one. That's a big power spike for the next turtle fight too.
And the Radiant Armor was finished by Superdan, by the way. He went Dreadnought straight to Radiant Armor. So he's more concerned about Rizza's damage and Finn's damage more than anything. Physical damage-wise, he thinks he's still okay to deal with Nile.
Blue team turret has
3K
been
gold lead
destroyed.
already, 5-1 in the kill count. About 30 seconds left in the first total for RRQ. Despite them having squishy backliners, but RRQ so far they're doing really well. Ooh. Shogun, look at the damage. That's your frontliner, by the way.
Gonna be forced to recall right here. Shogun himself going for the War Axe initially, right? So he won't have a lot of resistances to work with right now.
Whoa.
What is predictions? You know, no surprise there by Goping.
I'm not sure if it's no surprise at all. No surprise, bro. Like, usually RRQ will always win in this kind of occasion, but you see the trust is a little bit fading. To the King of Kings, Shogun though.
Oh, taking a lot of heat there. That's gonna be real world manipulation trying to support him, but that's gonna be Shogun taken down regardless. Oh, the immobilization finds Rizza, and Superdan is only so far the compensation. Now Nile all alone, taken down by Yeheskiel. Mounted here is Edok, just a roamer, taken to the turret. Whoa! Taken down, but Iman pops a flicker, 1 HP literally.
Wow.
Is still able to recall. But it is just still RRQ dictating the tempo.
They are rolling right now. RRQ might actually really pull it off.
They're doing great so far. Bigatron right there, they just can't handle the single target pressure whenever Finn or Shogun walks up, they immediately get chunked
Oh, man.
more than they would like, obviously. And just like that, they can't really check all that well. Man, they try to really salvage that. That's why Eman almost got taken out. But he's 0-2 right now.
Look at that.
My oh my.
Everyone is on the table, Finn. Oh! Where the hell did Super Ken coming from? I didn't see him popping the ultimate at all.
Now you see him, now you don't.
From the bottom right side, with the Lightning Truncheon, we're gonna see a bit more of that deadly magic in immediately getting value because of the lightning, right?
Yeah.
So if you're the backline of Bigatron, if you're Riza or Eman, you have to be on your toes right now. Again, Finn or Nile or Shogun can't really check for free. They will get chunked down. But if they're avoiding getting chunked down, it means that it's unsafe for Eman and Riza to walk up. This is the dilemma that RRQ are throwing at Bigatron right now.
And Finn being really careful in opening the bushes. You doesn't want to take any chances. And Super Ken, gotta watch out. Nile is 3 levels below.
Oh.
Did he actually steal it? Never mind.
Oh. He's taking a chill pill, waiting around, pushing the bottom side out actually. The Moscow problem is another additional layer that Bigatron don't have an answer for. Just about yet. It's like a patch as well, dude. To start a fight, they either have to get Finn to go all in, which will probably require him to stick and mount onto someone, or they need to use a real manipulation or a shifting skies. For RRQ, they can just go throw out a deadly magic, do a lantern flare, and it's all good.
Yeah, and there's no consequences of Super Ken being super aggressive, right? There's no big catch, I believe, so far. But BTR, Shogun might pull the trigger here.
Shifting clouds on George 2. That's going to be Edong now stunned up, reaching Sandstorm to reposition in RRQ. They are still intact, right? They are going to the lore take here fully on their terms. That's going to be Finn now stunned up. Untargetable though. It's Finn now repositioning. Super Dan flickers out. RRQ, they're taking their time here. They know they do not have to rush things.
Yeah, there's a decent resource burn to Super Dan. But RRQ is definitely having a lot of advantage right now, both in the gold lead and also map pressure with Yeheskiel and Edok being the sentry, being the one that guards the perimeter for RRQ.
They have pressure and they're not allowing Shogun or Finn to get anywhere close for free. The wave on top has just bounced back from the tower of Bigatron though. It's so it should push back towards RRQ, so they gotta be careful, man. The first Lord is critical.
Oh, Finn taking a lot of damage there. Will be taken down for sure. Now it's a 5v4 Shogun. Immune. Oh, take a look at that. Super Ken jumps in! Shogun there was unable to escape, so 2 members off the board for BTR means that it's gonna be a free one for the Kings of Kings.
Yeah, the power differential is just too much by now, man. Even Super Ken, might get another kill here, but Eman with the flicker.
Giving all the respect.
Oh my god!
So close! How does he keep getting away with barely any HP? That'll be a Lord for RRQ though. Like Mirko mentioned, he would like to see about a 6k, 7k gold lead from RRQ if they want to cement an early game lead into a victory. RRQ has achieved that so far.
Blue team turret has been destroyed.
Yeah,
Red team turret
it's
has
definitely
been
RRQ's
destroyed.
game to lose by now. They also have the far lane pressure, both the Harley and also the Moskov. I don't think any of BTR member can solo both of them in the far lane, or if they solo in a single lane trying to clear things up. So it becomes really hard, right? Super Ken so far, he's been owning the bushes of Harley, man. Like, even though he doesn't really have a lot of health bars, but he knows when to scout without getting punished.
Definitely moving a lot carefully than you would think. Than initially it would look at first glance. Right now with the Lord though, this is the critical moment. What will RRQ try and do with it? They don't have the best of siege, they're up against a Yi. They have a Moskov, but again, these are not heroes that can walk up and deal damage to turrets without taking any risk.
Yeah, but thankfully there's enough feel for RRQ. Surely Kuroki and Super Ken is happy with
Blue team turret has been
how
destroyed.
the team performed so far. Yeheskiel is there to knock people up in the air. Edok with the Raging Sandstorm can function as a peel and also engage here at the same time. And Super Dan is just like, you gotta get out from him, but look at this!
Oh, take a look at the setup. It's a nasty one. Bigatron finally get a big trade there. The setup was huge. Super Ken was maybe
Now he got
out of
lucky.
position. Out of
Not
position.
maybe, got it. Not maybe. Definitely out of position.
He thought he was able to actually... He was trying to play it super aggro or conceal from Bigatron.
Looking for the play! Shogun! Rising to the occasion, and they are the ones who apply pressure to RRQ right now.
Yes, they had Crimson Beacon. They didn't pop it, man. You need to respect the chance. It was a 5-man conceal. You know Bigatron were trying to find something more.
Yeah, I think he's waiting if it's actually worth it to pop the Crimson Beacon, but you gotta take, you never take your chances against this team. Nile trying to get this camp away from Kuroki, but he still got it. But overall, so far, RRQ, they're still comfortably leading in both map pressure and also the gold lead, Arashi. Still 5K, so nobody bet fun just yet. Just gonna play your game the right way, no more overextensions from now on.
By all means, there's still good scaling from RRQ. Harley and Moskov will be doing a ton of damage, both magical and physical. So it's not really as dire as it used to be. That's the Holy Crystal, so Super Ken has been farming. And part of the reason why he's getting these items so fast is because he's also been taking risks, like we saw earlier. But at that one moment, Rizza is the one who saw the opportunity and flicker real-world manipulation immediately to catch him. That's something that will keep Super Ken a bit more limited from now on.
There you go.
As I say that, though.
They just gotta save that hat trick to get away. Now secured the endless battle, so more damage and also a bit of survivability with the lifesteal as well. So you can 1v1 better against Super Ken if opportunities are presented.
This is not a new part of the Lord Dance, right? It's a new addition. It's the Far Side Dance that Bigatron has been very active in. RRQ has matched them with Kuroki and Edok, and technically both can rotate much faster than Obsidia and Glue, right? With Edok being so much faster, but Bigatron are the ones trying to dance it.
Keep your eye on Shogun. He has the flicker. In about a second, they want to fight.
Yeah, let's see who pulls the trigger first. Finn now stunned up, figures out. Oh, Shogun! Again with the engage! And that's gonna be the mount. Yes, still taken down, and Bigatron looks for the collapse. Kuroki, though, is still hitting in the back and gets a double, looks for the triple. Kuroki will not go down without a fight.
Initially, it was a decent engage by Shogun, but the team was a bit late in following that up. And Kuroki going crazy.
That's gonna be Ma now. Let's pops the winner, Wind of Nature. Pin goes down. Ma now looking for the clear. I don't think he has enough firepower because the RRQ will just collapse on towards the base. And Mon got a kill, but RRQ, they will have a say here in the second game because they got match points.
Just one more game, RRQ, and you are out of that 0. Even though they won, believe it or not, time to reset. Treat it as another 0-0 situation. Gotta turn things around against BTR, and R7 is definitely happy with the performance that the King of Kings has presented. So does the Kingdom.
A very strong start right there. By all means, it is still an unusual draft from Bigatron, but you saw the potential. You saw Shogun turn up and try and get a comeback. But RRQ has done it. They won the fight and immediately went for the base there. They didn't even care about the Lord. Don't need it. There it is.
This bit of shutdown, look at this. Shogun had the right idea. I think the damage is just not enough, man. And great job by Super Ken, just waiting in the bushes, trying to punish the backliners of BTR.
You can see that RRQ wasn't panicking in that fight as well, though. Usually you see a bit of hesitation, a bit of miscommunication, but right there, even the carries who stand the most to lose, Super Ken and Kuroki,
yes, sir,
they identified where the damage was and they went forward instead, knowing that they had a gold advantage.
Man, I'm not sure in that last moment, can Finn mount Kuroki at the time? I don't think he got enough stacks, no?
I don't think so, because Kuroki was farther out of the fight, actually. He dashed into the real manipulation like a bit later.
No. Like in the last base defense, I don't think it really
Oh, the
matters
base
that
defense,
much.
I have no. I don't think so. I don't.
I think the burger was full for Patrick, so it is the thing was a burger. Yeah. Oh yeah, good job by RRQ. Now
Good job.
all that's left is to finally win another one.
Woo!
They are out from that. Well, they're not really out of the
Red zone?
number 9 position, but still, it's a positive thing to build on. We've mentioned it earlier. EVOS has done it, Connie, from 9th to the second.
That's crazy, right? When if we're talking about EVOS about just a bit, they qualified to the international as well. So RRQ can, they, you know, after this game, that's a step. That's a step. A small step, but it's still a step. I want to see them finish it though.
The real question is the Bigatron. Are they gonna bring in Moreno?
Ooh, right now?
That was Rizza. And to be fair, Rizza made moments there. He made plays, right? He was doing good. But let's not pretend that Rizza is literally the same level as Moreno. Moreno is rated very highly in the season right now.
Yeah.
If Bigatron bring him in, that's a whole different problem
That's
for
a
RRQ.
whole different ball game.
Yeah, and I think RQ already identified a lot of problems that they have in the previous matches, right? No more of that Tigreal, and they're focusing fully on that mid prio and also mid control with the Heskel and also Edok at the same time. Khalid and Tushin, you know, they get Riza away from the minions.
Yep.
Made them miss out on the XP, and the first total just snowballs into a lot of lead that Super Ken can build on. And Super Ken, man, like he was on his own most of the time. Didn't really see a lot of finishing or like executing moments, but a lot of resources were burned because of the deadly magic.
And this was that moment, man. Man, fighting in the corridors there, on the back foot, Bigatron just could not find anything. This was the moment there where Bigatron, after getting a pick off, immediately tried to find something. They got like about 1,000 or 2,000 gold off of it. But afterwards, in this fight right here, you can see Rizza was zoned out away immediately, stops the real manipulation, and the forward pressure, like Finn got left behind there.
Yeah. Who's gonna be the MVP? It looks like it's gonna be Kuroki. Player of the match presented by official gaming phone Infinix GT50 Pro. 404, but he was found in that game.
Man, he did well. We haven't seen him on the... I don't remember seeing him too much on the Moskov. It's always been the Claude, but the aggressive style suits him a lot. And this game, they didn't use him to sprint push, man. They had him in all the fights, dealing damage when he farmed up enough. The early game, though, I think Super Dan definitely played a huge part in how they're able to snowball. Him and Edok, right? Shades of the old RRQ, the EXP and roam combo, were able to put so much pressure towards Bigatron and trade back any kind of attempt from Bigatron to get something. It's always met with violence immediately. And because Shogun and Finn were controlled so well, essentially Bigatron were trying to play this neutral objective game without a front line. And when you do so, man, the backline suffers. And it's just brutal, man.
Really is. And I don't really like the choice of Obsidia on Eman, man. It feels like he is capped in like the potential of this guy can bring to the table. And there you go, the moments that was presented by Riza. Shogun with a beautiful engage, but all for naught as RRQ will win this one out against BTR. Man, the fact that BTR was able to pull that trigger is already really good, but RRQ was just way too ahead.
Did you see that though? Kuroki did not get pulled into the middle of the shifting skies. I wonder if there was an interaction with the real manipulation, but that was weird. I feel like if Kuroki was in the center of that shifting skies, things might have gone differently in that team fight. Huh.
Interesting.
I'm gonna try and take a closer look at that.
16 minutes almost of game time here for our first game.
Oh, I think he was getting pulled back, but something knocks him back. I'm not sure what it is. Looks like it's Shogun, no? Shogun knocks him back out of the real manipulation. It's an interesting interaction, but yeah. 40-7 in a 15-minute game. Super Ken going for that glass cannon build, actually building towards, I believe, either the Sky Piercer, but I think it's more like the Winter Crown. But overall, there's Really not much to talk about with the items.
Yep.
Well, you can mention that Edok looks so much more comfortable on the Khalid as opposed to the glue, man. I feel like the glues, it's not exactly an engage style, right? It's a more disrupt kind of style. It hasn't really suited Edok all that well. And there was plenty of criticism on how he played it just yesterday. On the Khalid, this is much more familiar for him, and he seems to be doing a lot better. Those Flicker, Raging Sandstorm were definitely a problem for Big Try.
Yeah, I think from now on for BTR, they gotta prioritize the heroes in the mid lane, whether it's the Homer or the mid lane, man. Because the Leon with the first pick, I think they were super confident, right? The fact that they can, in a way, weather the storm no matter what RQ picks in the mid lane. But it ended up being Yushin and also Khalid. To be honest, it's a good matchup if and also Glue, but the execution was much better in Yaskill and Edok's part.
Yeah, I think composition wise, with an Obsidia, it's more complex, right? If we're talking about like job description, RQ, they got a very, very straightforward and more honest approach.
Uh-huh.
And that's why I feel like RQ, they managed to execute it very, very well here in this game.
Emma was at full items, by the way, so it's not like he was severely behind. But the healer just couldn't really perform on the back foot. And he had no stacks on the Sky Piercer, so that did not make his job any easier.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of that Obsidian, man. Like, I feel like, again, Emma capped on his potential. And good job from Cascute and RQ to ban out that Yisun because I think it would have been an easy Yisun in this occasion, right? It can evade away from the damage, has some setup potential, can be comboed with the real world manipulation. But now Emma and